Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner here in Northport, Alaska. I was on my hard mode challenge playthrough. We're just loading up the Taiga. I kind of expected that I was done with this trailer, but I'll get loaded up and I'll explain. Obviously I'm not. It doesn't really want to let me. That's as far as I can extend, so this isn't a great way to load these really. But I was a bit lazy. I should have just disconnected the trailer. So I'm going to do something that's probably a bit cheesy. I don't know. Might not even work. I might have to disconnect and repack these. I'm going to see if they'll pack without me having to detach a trailer and reload them. Let's just see. Yep, they pack. Oh, it is a bit cheesy really, but anyway. Right, okay, so what we're working on is the Port Polar Base Supply, which is, apart from timber log missions, is the last normal mission, normal contract in Northport. And I've been saving this contract until I end up coming back here with the pay star. But firstly, it seems a little bit silly to come back here just for this mission when the Taiga plus this trailer are capable of doing it. So that's part of it. But then the other part of it is that where I thought in previous episodes that I was done with this trailer, I was mistaken, and you guys probably already knew this. There are 6 deliveries of 4-slot cargo still for me to do. That's 3 oversized containers and 3 large pipes. And generally the best place to load them, and we'll get into why that is maybe when we're looking at the map at some point, but generally it seems to me the best place to load them is the port in Northport. And there's only 2 places you can load those cargoes. So for the oversized container, you can either load it in the port at Northport, or you can load it in the aerodrome of White Valley. And then for the large pipes, you can load them in the port at Northport again, or I think there's a factory in Northport as well, but it's not so easy to get to, or a location in White Valley that's not going to be easy to get to with this trailer, because it's the, if anybody remembers it, it's the one where I was pretty impressed with the behaviour of the Paystar carrying some free slot cargo out of a off-road hidden away factory to fix the tunnel from White Valley into Northport. Northport, yeah. So I don't really want to be taking this trailer into that location. I think it would be a complete nightmare. So I'm going to load them. I think I'm going to load them in Northport, and whether that's a slightly more driving, but road driving, and therefore more easy. I think that's probably true. So yeah, so there are 6 deliveries that require 4 slots, and at the moment this is the only option I've got to use this trailer, unless I bring the twin steer over, which I think we're all agreed isn't really geared up to do icy stuff. Maybe with the all drive I might think about that, but no, generally no. I considered buying the big 8 slot trailer. It's like £9 to buy that. I'll try to work while I'm talking. But really all you're doing there is you're turning, so and I'm not necessarily ruling that out, but really all you're doing there is turning 6 trips into potentially 3 or maybe 4, because it's 3 each of the 2 different types of cargo. So it's not as simple as just saying, right, okay, I'll do 6 trips, because you go into different locations, and that 8 slot trailer is pretty difficult to maneuver. It's actually, I think, the same chassis as the oversized huge trailer that we delivered in the last episode. Let's get this reattached. These don't have to be delivered very far. So basically there's more to do with this trailer. And because I've got to use the trailer anyway, I thought I might as well use it for this contract for no reason other than the fact, why not, basically. And we have to deliver this. It doesn't look very far, but this is a bit of off-road. It's the piece of off-road that defeated the BM17 with this trailer on. I've even been thinking about buying other trailers, but no, I'm not going to do that. And then after I've delivered this route, I have to get 4 lots of bricks, which I'll get from this warehouse in the northwest. And it's a little bit, I don't like this road for this trailer, but we'll see. And then that's just getting this task, that's getting this contract done. And the Paystar could probably do it easier, but I'm here with this trailer and truck, and I might as well do it. And then after I've delivered the bricks, we will come down to the port and grab an oversized cargo for one of the other tasks. Because we're actually really closing in on getting stuff finished here. It's quite remarkable how close. Well, it feels like we're really close to the end. I'm sure that's still another 10 episodes, but it certainly feels like this is going to be a lot less episodes than Michigan was. Let's grab some fuel out of there. And then, slight spoiler alert, cutting ahead to what's going to be happening. When we get to the point that we're using this trailer, this low saddle gooseneck trailer, to move things from Northport's port right across the map into both Mountain River and White Valley, depending on which contract we're doing at the time, I have brought the derry back to this map and stuck a low saddle on it, and I'm going to use the derry to drag this trailer on the long runs, because I think it's more comfortable driving that than the Taiga with this trailer. And then, so when we finish this particular contract we're on right now, the Taiga will drag the trailer down into the port, and then the Taiga will sit there to basically be the crane loader for the derry, and the derry is the vehicle that will do the 6 trips of large cargo with this trailer. Because I want to try it anyway. I want to compare it. The BM17 struggled with some of the off-road areas with this trailer. The Taiga does better than that, but as you can see right now, the Taiga hunts gears and is a little bit gutless. It struggles. because it hasn't got a decent engine upgrade. So I feel like the Derry probably will tow this trailer a bit higher. It will sit a bit higher out of the ground, so it hopefully will bottom out less in rough terrain. And I think it's also just a bigger, more capable off-road truck than the current fit out of this Taycan. But it's good to compare things. And if I'm particularly struggling, I even thought about doing the third special expedition and going up and getting like the Pacific P512 or buying something to make this easier. But I also like the challenge of comparing the trucks that I've got and seeing how I get on. But like there, if I put this Taycan in high with any kind of cargo on, unless it's pure tarmac, this Taycan just dies to death because it hasn't got the power in the engine. So, 1 metal beam, 2 lots of fuel, and all that's needed now is 4 pallets of bricks, which we're going to go and get from the warehouse. Not an easy thing to turn around in this fairly condensed area. Can I get through? So where am I here? I've often wondered whether there's a sort of route through here to get back out to that road without going around that soupy bit. So I can see a fairly easy route to there. I'm just going to turn it around and go out the way that I know. And knock his fence over in the process. Right, so I need 4 pallets of bricks. Go around this way so that I'm facing the right way to just leave when they're loaded. Is that a prop or can they be craned on? Because I think I think that's the 4 slot that I need to deliver. Oops. Four lots of bricks, please. Yeah, this truck, it gets the job done. It's just not startlingly fast with this trailer and this type of payload. But it gets it done. Try a bit of fence again, mate. Here we go then. Right. So, bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4. You managed to keep those eggheads happy for now. Thanks a lot. I guess by eggheads, he means our friends in the scientific community. So, 175k profile balance is pretty healthy. What we're going to do next, drive this down to, I think I fancy doing this one next, and this is going to be a multi-episode task. There's no way I'll be able to get all of this done in one episode. But I think I'm going to take this and try and get at least these first two done. So that is load up at the port here with an oversized cargo, drive it into Mountain River, come back, load up with another one, drive it back into Mountain River, and do that as 2 trips. And I could buy other trucks, I could buy trailers, I could do things to try and reduce that from being 2 trips. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's justified. So we're going to grab an oversized cargo, which basically means taking this trailer down into the port. And I think the best way to get to the port from here is probably out to the main road and just go round. I don't think it's worth trying to be clever about it. I think that's just the way to do it with this trailer and this truck. And then pretty much all of the actual delivery part of this first phase of oversized cargoes is just straightforward icy asphalt all the way. So I don't think the delivery side is a challenge at all, really. Coming in dark. So I will drive this down into the port and see you guys there. Alright, here we are, arriving at the port. Full dark, unfortunately, but not much I can do about that. We will position this for loading. There's the dairy, ready to take over the trailer. In fact, let's just do that. Let's put the dairy on, because then the trailer will be stable while I'm trying to load it. So we're going to position the Taiga to be able to pick up the cargo probably about there. And we want a oversized cargo, 4 slot, on the loading bay, please. And then the Tega, engine off, handbrake is on. Switch over to the dairy and hook it up. And I'm hoping that this trailer rides a little bit higher with this truck. I think it should. It would make logical sense if it did. Bit of a job to tell, but yeah, okay. So, and then we want to put this fairly tight alongside the Tega. Doesn't have much of a turning circle when manoeuvring trailers, that's the downside to it really. It's quite slow lock to lock as well. But that should do. And then I want to drop the ramp just to give me some better clearance and stop the engine, change over to the Tega and load up. Crane, legs are down. Feels like this blue Russian crane isn't as powerful as the yellow US one. Is that true? This does not want to lift it. Whereas I'm sure I can manhandle it on there, but I felt when we moved one of these in a previous episode, I felt that the yellow US crane on the that wasn't what I wanted to do. I felt that the yellow US crane was a bit stronger at moving these. Ouchies. I might have to bring the BM to load. Okay, so you're gonna drop the cargo. Engine off. What I'm thinking is if I moved the dairy forward a bit, I'll cope with. I wouldn't have to stretch quite so far. Let's just see if it'll pack. I didn't really want to do it that way, but for this one, packed. I thought I just activated the ramp. There we go. Goes that. that change suspension mode doesn't really do anything, does it? I mean, it raised the truck up slightly, but it's just adding drag, really, which is a shame. Right, so we've got to take this into Mountain River, warehouse or factory. And unfortunately, it is full dark, 3 o'clock in the morning. But see how this truck does. I think this is the first time I've put this trailer on this vehicle. If I remember rightly. Alright, so here we are in Mountain River, and that was a pretty uneventful drive. Editor Outlay will cut that one, mainly because it was pretty much dark the whole way, so it was pretty uneventful and uninteresting. And then what I'll do, this is the first of the 2 deliveries that have to be done. What I'll do is deliver this, get back to load up the second one, which will be another cut, and then I think what I'll do is time-lapse the drive in to deliver the second one, because it keeps the footage. I want to keep at least one of the major trips in, and this is one of the major steps of this map, so I want to keep it in the video, but it's just driving along a road with a 4-slot trailer, and especially the bit where I did that just then in the dark, most of the way, pretty much all the way in Northport map was dark, and it just started getting light as I got here, so the sunrise has just happened basically. So cargo, unload, and that is one of my 2. The other one goes to the factory. So I'm going to turn this trailer around, get back to Northport. I'm honestly not sure whether it's quicker to get this from Northport or White Valley, but Northport is where I've got a vehicle with a crane, so Northport is where I'm going to go. I'm very confident that the large tubes that I'll need later are easier to get to in Northport. I'm less confident that Northport is the right place to get the oversized cargo, and if I had a crane vehicle down in White Valley, I might do the other one from the aerodrome just for kicks, but I haven't, so I'm going to go back to Northport. So I'll see you guys there, we'll load up, and then I'll time-lapse the delivery back. Here we are back at the port. So I just need to adjust the position of the Taiga to give its crane a slightly better chance of success. I honestly, it felt like the blue crane was weaker than the yellow crane, but that would be a bit weird if the Russian crane was just coded to be weaker than the American crane when there's no choice which one you fit to each nationality's vehicles. Would be a bit strange, but anyway, I think some of it must have been about positioning, so I'm going to try and get This roughly middle to middle, so drop the ramp. Turn my engine off. Change into the Tiger. Lift the anchor. And then I'm going to bring this back so that it's about the middle point so that I don't have to extend the crane so far to swing it around, hopefully. See how that works. So oversized cargo on the loading platform, these, and then crane mode, legs back down again, and see if this is a bit easier. Kind of abusing my crane and cab to swing the cargo, but so far so good. Now we use the winch to swing the cargo. There we go, that'll do. Change over, ferry, back it, engine on, get that ramp up, and let's get out of here. If my turning circle will let me. So it's a nice sunny afternoon, 2:30 in the afternoon. So one thing I will say is that in the last few episodes I've been marveling at how fast progress is. And that's, of course, that's going to be the case if you're doing the quick and exciting contracts first. But this contract is a slog. Because I've only done one out of the 6 trips that I need to do along this road with this truck and this trailer. And it's long, slow, quite dull driving. So I'm going to time lapse it while we're doing this run in the daylight. Obviously I'm driving it, and that's, you know, it's a driving game, and doing long slow runs down the road is a valid thing to do. But from a content perspective, I am going to time lapse this and see you in Mountain River at the warehouse drop off point. bit careless there. Took a couple of big chunks out of my engine. Well, I'll need to mend this thing now. But here we are in Mountain River. As you'd have seen, I took the White Valley route, and I think for this particular delivery it was quicker than going up through the Mountain River. Sorry, up from the direct to the Mountain River from Northport route. I think for this side of the map it is quicker to go via White Valley. So this is the second of two, and will certainly be the last one that we do in this episode. Delivery like this. But to be honest, I would say, having now driven it for a couple of runs with this trailer and this, and used different routes for both runs because the other one I went the other way. This derry copes really well with this trailer with a cargo on it. Never feels like it's overpowered at all. Really good. Good job, derry. Engine off. Cargo. Done. So for that particular task, now we've opened up Pedro Bay, and as you can see, that now means that we need a total of 2 concrete slabs, 2 cement, and 1 metal beam. So what's that? That's, the slabs are 2 slots each. 4, 5, 6, 7 slots, and I'm pretty sure that the best job for the best truck for that job is going to be the Paystar. What can I get here? So I can get the concrete slab and the cement here, and the metal beam. Where can I get the metal beam? Not there. So concrete slab and cement I can get here. That's easy. And that's probably 2 trips because it's 6 slots of cargo. Then the metal beam. Can I get the metal beam directly here? No. So they need delivering to different places as well. So it's a little bit of running around in Pedro Bay, but not too bad. Warehouse loading. So yeah, I'm just going to work out where to get a metal beam. So anyway, the main thing is that I can get the metal beam right here, I think. I'm sat in the way, but I think this warehouse that I'm at will let me do the metal beam. Okay, so that was fun. This truck, yeah, no problem. This is a better truck to use this trailer on than either the BM or the Tega. So everything else I do on this region that requires this trailer, the Derry will be the one for the job. And I'll just have to move crane vehicles around whenever I need to load. But I think really I can load it all at that port, so I might just leave the Tega there and do it all out of Northport port. So I'm going to wrap the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Getting stuff done, but yes, some of these bigger contracts will take a bit more time, so yeah, I can't judge how many more episodes will be in this season. It does feel like we're closing in on it. I think it'll be less in Michigan, but we'll see. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you and goodbye.